guys, it's Dead Space Grave here, and if you guys know me from Facebook, it's Yvonne Jimenez Moran. Sorry, I'm kind of like, I look really tired right now. This morning, I've been up since 5:15. I was taking my daughter to her RNY, and she had an ABR hearing test, so I'm kind of lazy day today. Had a lot of stuff going on. I had to fix both my cars because I picked up a second car recently, and both of them needed some stuff done today. It was kind of annoying, but right now it's watch your tablet. Sorry, my 5-year-old. But it's tomorrow's January 31st of 2020, and my weight right now, I plateaued. I'm in a plateau right now, and they're normal. So if you get them, it's a regular thing. I call it the staircase, where you lose some weight, you plateau, you lose some weight, plateau, lose some, plateau, lose some. So your weight loss doesn't matter what procedure you have, you're going to have plateaus. They can happen for a variety of reasons, like to not drinking enough water, not eating enough protein, you're too low on carbs, you're way too active, you know, stuff like that. So you just have to kind of like try things out. So if you think you're not eating enough carbs, especially if you work out, then you most likely will freeze your weight loss because your body's trying to do survival mode. It basically, survival mode means that you're burning so much carbs and so much calories, and you're not replenishing yourself enough. Then you're going to put your body into survival mode where it freezes any fat burning, and you could potentially gain weight if it goes on for too much, period of time. You have to make sure, give yourself enough time to relax in between workouts. So, and for my weight loss, my exact weight right now is 191, and I've been stuck like that for about 3-4 days now, so almost a week. And I started out at 256, so I lost 63 pounds if I'm correct. And you can tell I look a lot more lighter than I did before. If you saw my first video, my hair, I started having that problem with my hair starting to fall out, but I don't have any bald spots. This hair, I still have thick hair. I don't have like any areas where you can see like no hair. It just needs to be brushed right here. And my ponytail, I still have, my hair's really super thick, so I still have like a ginormous amount of hair, so the hair loss does not bother me. Every time I take a shower, and I make sure I get down to my scalp really good, because my scalp has been really dry. So I'm hoping maybe if I buy myself some omega-3 vitamin supplements, that might help, and buying shampoos that are really good at hydrating your scalp itself and your hair. But my hair consistency is still thick, but it's kind of dry and coarse. But I'm usually am a little bit coarse, but it's really noticeable. So like if I were to show you my ends, so my hair looks really dry right now, but man, it's winter time, so you could potentially get dry skin either winter or summer. So, but as far as my clothes, this is one of my old t-shirts because I don't really want to go major grocery shopping, because why spend the money when you're still in the middle of your weight loss? So I'm only, let's see, 190, so about around 40 or 50 pounds away from my goal. So I should probably get that maybe, hopefully around my birthday in May. So May, and then surgeons have told me around the summertime, so June I should get to 150. But and whatever. It's kind of, weight loss is kind of slowed down because I'm in that staircase thing. So in my clothes, I started out at 3XL. I was at my heaviest at 256, and right now I'm down into a large in men's. Women's, no, it's kind of like really tight around my skin on my stomach. But men's large is the shirt size. This right here, I think it's like a 2X, or I think it's a 2X. It's like really big on me. and my pants. You can see how skinny my legs look. You know, my arms, they're not as big as they used to be. And my ring size, it actually shrunk. So like, I have no ring, no wedding band right now. So I'm kind of anxious to see how much smaller I get. So I'm pretty sure if I get to 150 that my ring size is just going to shrink again. So sorry if the camera is a little shaky. I'm trying to keep my arm from moving around too much. My shoe size did kind of change. I used to be like an 11 wide, and now I'm kind of like a 10 and a half maybe. So that's definitely shrunken down. And as far as excess skin, if those of y'all that are worried, I mean, you're gonna have it, because like if I put the camera down and I show you one of my arms, just give me a second. So I have a lot of pictures on Facebook. You can see right there, you can see where my arm line, my actual arm is at versus the skin. You see the shadow. I still have some fat around the fold of my arm underneath where, you know, I can get this fixed now, but I mean, I might as well wait until I get near my goal weight to start having plastic surgery. And then on my chin right here, I still have like skin hanging, like the flap right here, but it's starting to actually tighten up, and I can actually feel a nice jawline now all the way around my head. Even I feel an indent right here where, you know, fat shrunk from my face. And my eyes too, like, I don't have a lot of fat around my eyes anymore. Like, both my eyes are like that. So like, and I can even see my collarbone now. But you can kind of see the indent right here. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but, you know, I couldn't see my collarbone or feel it very well before surgery, and I can actually feel my bones right here. So I've lost weight pretty much from like the top and the bottom going inward to the stomach. I always joke about the stomach is always the last one to go. But and like with eating right now, if you're wondering, I eat between 2 to 3 ounces on average. I sometimes can eat 4, but my stomach is kind of like, it's very random. My appetite, I had the RNY gastric bypass. So, and one really bad food aversion that gets me really sick is anything noodles or rice. It's, I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like I lost my natural mechanism to throw up. And mechanism, I mean the ability to throw up. So like when I first tried, I think it was rice noodle I had bought at an Asian supermarket, and I made a real nice stir fry in it. Most of it was noodles, and I would say 3.5 ounces. I was pretty hungry that moment. And I took my time eating. Rice noodle, it has a lot of bites. You have to chew it for a while. And then like maybe 45 minutes to an hour later, I started feeling sick in my stomach, like a knot sensation, like right around here. And I started getting like nauseated, feeling like I wanted to throw up. And then I took a shower to see if like maybe calming it down would help, you know, like the warm water and soothing. But it started getting worse. My legs started getting weak. I was like, oh God, it's gonna, I have a feeling I'm gonna throw up real bad. So I think when I got out of the shower, went to go relax, it was getting more and more awful. Really bad stomach cramp, and then I could feel the food backing up in my stomach, and it was already full and irritated because I was feeling sick. And it just kept getting worse. I seriously thought my stomach was going to explode, so y'all guys be careful with noodles, please. You know, a lot of people in my weight loss group, they can't handle noodles either. But man, I felt like my back was shooting pains because my stomach felt like I was about to explode, and oh my goodness, I fought it really hard. My mouth drooled. I was like please let me throw up to get this out of my stomach. It would not go, and all of a sudden, like, I guess my stomach like released the other end and the food went back down, and I took like a bunch of Tums, I swear, and like an anti-nausea pill. And I forced myself to go to sleep on my right side and with a heat pad. And oh boy, I was like not normal for 2 days after that. I was like weak and sick and like dumping anything else I ate after that. It's the dumping, it means dumping syndrome, like where you just feel ill. And oh my goodness. And then I tried, my mom had made her home cooked spaghetti, so I ate only like maybe, like not even that much, maybe like this much of noodles. And almost the same thing almost happened again. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not trying any more noodles of any kind, no rice. I'm not even going to try rice. So you just have to be careful with like some foods. And sugars, I try to keep it no more than like 10 grams per serving. Sorry, I'm really tired. But I try to keep it between 8 and 10 grams. And there's some ice cream out there for y'all that have like, you know, sweet tooth. I can show you what ice cream I'm eating. I only eat like maybe little bits of it here and there because I try not to make myself full, because that's the point of having a bypass or the sleeve. You know, if you know people who are interested in it, you want to stop before you feel full, because if you eat until you're full, I will dump and I will feel sick. Like, you know, it's a really good tool to bypass, because, you know, if you do something, you're going to pay for it later. So trust me. But, and like the eating part, you know, you just have to be very strict. Carbs, it depends on what type of carbs I want to eat. You know, you don't want to do junk stuff, like junk food or whatever. I mean, I have tried a couple times, like the fast food. I only ate like one chicken nugget from McDonald's. It went down fine. Like I can handle them, but I only eat maybe one or two if I seriously had to get something to eat, like rapidly. Because, one issue I only have, it's not a complication at all, it's just something like pain I get every now and then. It sits like right below my rib cage, right down here, and it mainly just starts on this side, because it's where your stomach's at, because this is my left side, because it's opposite on the camera. But pain will dull right here, and then it will shoot to my backside right behind my stomach, and it will just like build a little bit. Like the most pain level I ever felt was like maybe a 6, 7, but I can tolerate pain, so people won't notice me and like hurting because I just hold it in. But I'm thinking that's my body's way of telling me it's hungry, because I've never felt the stomach growl ever since surgery. Not one. I never felt hungry at all, and I still don't at all. I just eat whenever I know I have to. But when I get these pains, what helps is eating some food. So I think that this is probably like my body's way of telling me it's hungry. Like, hello, you know, bring some food down here. So I think that's my body's way of telling me it needs something to eat. So if I let it continue where I know my body's trying to tell me it's hungry and I don't feed it, it's just going to make me feel really sick if I don't. So I'm just kind of like, when I get like a maybe consult, see if maybe the surgeon knows more information about why that happens. It just goes from my stomach to my back to my stomach, or both at once, you know. I don't have a gallbladder either, if you're wondering, because that definitely felt like gallstone pain, because I had it for a while before. But I had my gallbladder removed in 2010, so many years ago, like a decade ago this year. And I never had problems with it since I got it removed. So if you're wondering, like, you get the opportunity to have it removed during your surgery, by all means, go ahead and get it done, because it'll save you future illness. So you want to get that, you know, removed during your bypass or sleeve surgery. And even if they charge you a fee for that, you know, save the money up and get the fee, pay to have it removed. It's the worst pain, like worse than childbirth. Like, it was that terrible. But as far as eating, I can eat salads now. I don't eat them very often because I like to have ranch dressing, but I'm not like die hard, oh my gosh, ranch all the time. I like drizzle some on top of my salad, and then that's it. But they encourage spinach because of the iron and, you know, minerals in it. I do eat butter lettuce because it's really soft. So if you want to sample salad at first, you can try the butter lettuce, because it's really chewable. It's not hard like spinach is when it's raw. And the chewing your food, I still take my time, making sure that it's like at a paste form, and when I swallow it, you know, it goes down fine. So you just have to be careful with chewing. And at first, when I got home after my surgery, I was wanting to eat like a normal person, like you just eating your food down and then boom, you're done. So it was really hard trying to control that. So I had to like sit on my hands to force me not to like take another bite, and just like, and you had to like keep yourself from swallowing your food because you were like wanting to swallow it so fast. So I had to like make myself chew and chew and chew, and then I swallowed. But and only another side effect besides dry hair is I have dry skin. I mean, the same thing as my scalp, it's dry. So like my skin, I usually have this really good lotion. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. I think it's Gold Bond Ultimate. It's like a bronze colored container or tube. I have the tube one because I don't use a lot at once. It's got like shea, coconut, and I think almond butter or something in it. You have to like look it up on the internet. It's called Gold Bond Ultimate, I believe. It's a bronze colored label if you have the right one. It has all three of those like oils, natural oils in it, and it does last. And it makes my skin feel nice and soft after. Even my lips, they get dry. See? So it's like I'm dry everywhere. But I only had to get fluids once. That was like maybe 30 days after my gastric bypass, because I had problems trying to like remember to drink, because you know, you're still used to the old self where you can just drink a lot at once and you're fine. But always carry a container with you of, you know, something good to drink, preferably with electrolytes in it, because you can get dehydrated fast. And I usually just have a sugar-free tea with me that's flavored, you know, you get from Walmart, those Crystal Light things. And you can get yourself, I'd say put a few extra dollars in your canteen and get a metal one that's good for like 12 hours at least, so you can have it with you all day. And ice cubes in it, so it keeps it nice and cool for you to drink no matter what, when, and where. And I eat probably about 4 to 6 meals a day, but they're really small. And I do eat some normal stuff I did eat before, like boneless wings, but if you're only eating 2 or 3, it's not going to do nothing to your diet. So I sometimes eat those. I sometimes eat like these healthy chicken nuggets, like maybe 2 or 3 at a time, like a nugget full. So, and I sometimes have to sip when I'm eating, just because it helps my stomach kind of like get the food through. If it sits in my stomach for a while, then I start feeling like I needed, you know, my body's trying to dumping syndrome again. But if I eat until I'm full, I'm sick like almost the entire day, and I don't want to eat anymore. So just don't try to push yourself eating. And energy, I don't really feel tired anymore like I did in the beginning. Like my body energy wise, like muscles, it's kind of like 50-50 some days. Some days I have good days, others I have bad ones. Like lately I'm working on my car, like several days ago I had to install some headlights, and my thighs are just like killing me still, and that was like days ago. So I would say invest in a real good protein powder that's really good on recovery, like, you know, amino acids, stuff like that. You know, you at least want to get like around 60 grams of protein per day. So I might try to like do the Gen Pro into maybe some chili mixes of mine. And if you get like lean ground turkey or ground beef, like 99% free, those are really good to make like little sliders, because you can actually make your own recipe. And then bread, be careful, because there's healthy bread choices out there. So you can probably make a slider out of one little slice of bread and just toast it and make yourself a couple of small hot hamburgers, and healthy ones. And then ketchup, be careful, because they do have a lot of sugar. So try to take your time at the grocery store, you know, search each label. You know, it takes me an average about 2 to 3 hours to grocery shop just a little bit for myself. So take your time. There's some good books out there, but they're not based off of bariatric patients like me. So if you want some information on some books I read, it's called Eat This, Not That. They have it in restaurants, groceries, and like other things as well. And it's really good. I'll tell you not to order this number, but order this number if you're looking to cut back on calories and fat, and this is why. It has nutrition facts of everything. Even it has gyms in there, Chick-fil-A. It has, you know, everything, you know. So we can look into those books. Last time I read them probably was back in high school when I was dieting on my own, of course, years before bariatric surgery. But they're a really good resource, especially if you have a spouse that wants to like eat healthier with you, if you're getting the surgery. And my legs definitely look a lot skinnier than they did before surgery. Like I don't know how to edit my videos yet to put photos of like before and after like the fancy channels do. But maybe down the road I'll like do some more videos, show you guys my stepping stones, because I've been taking pictures along the way. So, and another issue, because I guess my body's kind of slow at processing foods, but it takes me a while to even try to like get food out of me, if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be inappropriate, but I don't really pass BMs often at all. I'll go maybe once a week. It's ridiculous and that's unhealthy, I know that. So I must say, get a fiber supplement. They've been telling me that, but I really don't have that much money to blow on vitamins and whatnot. But I've been taking a Flintstones Complete. I have not had any lab work done yet at all whatsoever, because I don't have health insurance. But might try to go to this clinic that will just give me a simple price just to do lab work and see where I'm at. Then I'll do like a video around that time. But I would say like anything yard work, I'm fine. You know, just make sure you have something with you to drink all the time, and make sure you're really hydrated before you start stuff. You've been at work, if you have a desk job, you know, keep something with you to drink. Sodas, I mean, I sometimes will sip Diet Coke as a treat, but it makes me feel like awful after I drink it, so I stopped doing that. And I'm trying to think of other things. I guess I can show you guys the ice cream if y'all are wanting to know. And about sweet stuff, sugar alcohols makes me feel sick too, so depending on, it might not be the same for all of you, but sugar alcohols, be careful for them because they make me feel sick. Like sometimes you can have something sugar-free that has like 26 grams of sugar alcohols in one serving, so just be careful of that. And I've actually lost like almost an inch in height because I guess all the body fat made me shrink. Bear with me. Here's my kitchen. Okay, here it is. All this stuff's not mine, it's a fridge that's shared. But this right here is called Enlightened Keto Collection. 1 gram net carb. It's coffee and cream. They had like mint, chocolate chip, other ones. I'm trying to get this thing to zoom in decently, but it's not. I guess I'll have to read it to y'all guys. Half a cup is the serving. It has 8 grams of sugar alcohol, which is okay because I can tolerate that, you know, because it affects me the same way as sugar, so this is okay. Protein is actually 2 grams, and it's got 11 grams of carb, 2 grams of fiber, so I mean, it's really good. It's really thick, and I can eat it right out of the container. You just sit down with a spoon and take like 4 or 5 bites, and I'm okay. And let me borrow this bathroom down here. It's got like a nice wide mirror. Ow. So my thighs are still sore. There's a mess in here, just excuse it. Just there's some stuff going on, but so you can see, this is me. This is kind of hard to do with one hand. Bear with me. Sorry, I'm gonna switch hands. Here we go. You can see what I'm talking about with the excess skin. You can see where my natural arm line is at. You can see the fat just hanging there, the skin. As far as my stomach goes, you can actually see my abs starting to show right here. ab muscles, and you can see the lines starting to show now. Sorry, my butt's real flat, but you can see like all the stomach fat. Like the skin is just hanging down. So yeah. That's what's going on with me so far. It's kind of late, almost 7, so I have to get my daughter ready for bed. She's over there in the kitchen eating her kids' meal. So I might do another video soon. Hopefully around the time I get some lab work done so you guys can actually compare. Now I'm going to try to take maybe some omega-3 krill oil because those are really small pills. And I'm approved to take pills as long as, you know, they suggest take, you know, only some at a time so they won't fight for absorbency, whatever they call it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, one more thing I like to add too, I have been having some sensitivity with my teeth. I think that's a calcium thing. But I mean, I've had problems with staining, so my teeth look like they're kind of off color right now, but whatever. It's not a big deal. I'd rather be healthy than having myself worried about my teeth. And I'll always feel cold no matter what. Like I'm freezing right now, that's why my face looks red. And the temperature in the house is like 60, my parents keep it cold, it's like 64, and it's freezing outside, so yeah. So I'm always freezing. I have an oil heater in my room, I just keep it on all the time. And get yourself some heat pads, especially if you're going to be prepping for surgery. Get easy to put on clothes, get a cord extension for your cell phone charger, easy slip-on shoes like sandals, flip-flops, you know, whatever is really easy. I didn't really need to wear an abdominal binder, but if you want to kind of help your surgery scars, you can. I took out my own stitches when I got home, so I used eyebrow scissors. I used tweezers to hold the stitches away from my skin because they were getting embedded. So if you're too afraid to do it, your clinic or surgeon can do it. Mine was out of the country, so couldn't do it. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. And say bye-bye. Bye-bye.